So you want to live till you're 200 years old. Do you really want that? I know we all, we're thinking we want to be the healthiest possible up until the end, but do you want to go for longevity, like real Bible level longevity, like 900 years old? Let's talk about the only diet that will get you there. So when I think about longevity, all I think about is living normally up until the end. Even if that's 70 years old, that's longevity to me. As long as I can walk around and doing my monkey strength workouts, and right up until the end, I'm making my own food, nothing, I'm not having a walker, I'm not dependent on someone to wipe my ass. It's just good life up until the end, boom. Now, do you really want to push that to we could live till we're 150? It's possible. Let me just bring you to reality. I've never in my life seen a 100-year-old man that I wanted to replicate and think, I hope that's me one day. I've not seen it yet. I've seen Lou Corona at 70 and he still looks fit. He can do things I can't do. Okay, you're getting there. But if he's all decrepit and gray at 112 and he's just ow, these sharp snails and rocks. You can make gorilla milk. Just get your assistant. Ow, my back. Look, I can do the planche with one leg. Ow. It is windy today. Oh my God. I hope you can't hear any of that. So these longevity scientists who are life hacking their way, just biohacks and red light therapy, and they're in a dark room with glasses on, they're weird. Do we need to do these things? A sauna and then cold plunge every morning? And your polar bear ice dives? You want me to dive in that cold ass lake? It'll extend my life 100 years? I don't even care. Not one bit. I could understand if I had grandchildren. Okay, then let's be here for a while. But for me, I'm just doing my thing, and then if I drop, all right, on to the next one. What the hell was that life? All right, let's do something else this time. But if you did want to live super long, in my opinion, there's many things working against us right now, because I see it in my own generation. My great-grandmother lived until her late 80s, and then my grandmother was in her 70s, she died, and then my mom in her 60s. That leaves me in my 50s. I have 10 years left on YouTube. I'm not gonna be on a different diet then. You don't know that. I'm not gonna change my diet. It's the same diet now. So there's some stuff I would do if I really wanted to extend my life. One, we're obvious, standard American diet ain't gonna do it. We're seeing people drop dead of heart attacks. What do people usually die of? It's cancer, heart disease, diabetes, amputations, loneliness. It's really just find a passion in life, and then that will propel you longer than any diet's gonna do. Some guy with a sauna, but he's bored all day. Oh, I'm sweating out my toxins. Now I'm gonna cry I'll just read my book at night alone. We have to have something to do and work on. I've heard community plays a big role. All these centenarians, they have this group of friends and they're laughing every day. I've noticed that, I don't hang out with people very often, but when I do, and then we're laughing, I always think back, that was a great day. Wow, I should do that more often. That's really fun. So get a group of friends. This is not all about, I must make a green smoothie every day. No, you need a passion in life. You need a group of friends to share your fun with. And then you're thinking, okay, let's not kill ourselves with crumpets and sweets. Then it's the minor things, okay, no baked goods, don't mix the sugars and the fats. You can get to that once you have an established life worth living. You need the life first and the desire, anything. I have a desire to heal. That's why I'm healing. That's why I feel good. That's why I'm not on ulcerative colitis medication. That's why I don't have acne anymore, because I put in the work and I knew that I would heal one day. So it's the belief and the excitement that keeps you going. I just listened to an interview with John Jones. He's about to fight soon. Oh my goodness. Or he already fought. This video is probably 2 weeks old. And he was just saying it's not about my diet. Like, I party, I snort coke, I do all kinds of stuff. I'm an alcoholic. It's the passion to succeed that is why I'm here. It's the drive. So it's like, you're looking for a longevity diet. Look for a longevity friend. You lonely sack of friendless bitch. Oh, that's where I am. I'm dead in 2 weeks. I have like one friend and he's like hundreds of miles away. The reason we're talking about this, I got a question from one of you jabrones. I know you're the Thanos of different diet experiments. I am that, but he died in the end. I never died. From all your diets, do you think vegetarian is perfect for longevity? What do you think of the animal-based diet? May they be bad for longevity? The science seems to suggest that meat is not the best, but there are definitely 100-year-old meat eaters. In fact, most of them are meat eaters and not vegans. I don't think that's the biggest factor. We know like a little bit of animal product is okay for health, but it's more of like, are you trying to ascend out the door in a spiral fashion and be happy and God is patting you on your back? Then you're vegan and plant-based, like your Uncle Casey Vegetable Police. But animal-based, you gotta be kidding yourself if you think the science points to that being the optimal path for longevity. Lions, how long do they live? Less than me. That's how long they live. Less than vegan Vegetable Police. I don't think that's the answer. I mean, it's an experiment. So is veganism. That's just the truth. Like, who cares? The real thing is just like simple foods for me. Cooking in water, not frying things. Not too much toxins added, no processed foods. Try not to eat refined foods. But animal-based is a heart attack experiment waiting to happen. I don't know what's gonna happen to all the gurus of that whole cult and the followers. We've already seen a couple of them have strokes. But vegans could have strokes too. I'm not saying we're better than you. We smell better than you, but we're not actually better. But I always had my doubts about carnivore, and there was a lot of things that were off with that thing. And I don't know, man, that's a risk I'm not willing to take anymore. It's much safer to go the plant-based side. We might have some like bloating or gas or something, but that's better than heart attacks and diabetic leg choppings. Which brings us to the last question before I freeze my ass off in the cold, lakey wind. If you didn't have the rash, etc., would you have stayed carnivore? Were the benefits worth staying all meat? No. I just made a video about why I left carnivore, but I was nauseous most of the time. I had the rash. I no longer have that rash, although it just moved to my leg, but it's hidden and you can't see it, and therefore I don't have it in your mind. I was nauseous, tired. As soon as I ate, I was tired. And one thing that just came to me, I can now think my own thoughts. I am not influenced by animal hormones directing me and making me angry. I was angrier, just more up and down with the depression for some reason. That comes and goes, but lately it just feels like I have my own thoughts. Life is good. Life is great. I'm not bored. I'm making videos, we're running, I'm making music. Life is good. I mean, am I colder than a kitten without a mother right now? Yeah. Yeah, it's cold. I can't feel my hands and I should have wore a coat. I didn't realize that November sucks in Canada and I shouldn't be here, but I had fun getting here and life is pretty good. So it's like carnivore diet, my energy and mood is so much better. That in and of itself is a reason to switch. And the fact that my skin is actually clearer than it was on carnivore, that's just a benefit. And my digestion moves without needing laxatives. Like, what's the downside here? I've always felt best as a vegan spiritually. It's just like I want to do that. And now I can do it and digest it. That was the only problem. That's the only reason I switched to carnivore, because I was having terrible gas and bloating and constipation. I could never figure it out. I think that 8.5 day dry fast really fixed something, and now I don't have the struggles. So like I can just eat plants and thrive. So will that diet lead me to longevity? Don't really care, as long as I'm not decrepit and just dying. I hate seeing super old people that have gotten to the state where they need help, they can't function, they can only move at this pace. I don't want to get there. If I ever do, I don't know, we'll have to see how I feel once I'm there. And it's like, okay, I'm still happy. Yeah, I'm slower now, but we're still fine, young whippersnapper. Don't worry about it. Okay, we'll see. We'll cross that road when it comes, but I think what I'm doing now should lead to longevity. Some fasting thrown in there. I'm eating 2 meals a day, 1 big green smoothie. Then I come out and do stuff for many hours, and then I go home, big rice and bean meal. No beans or rice in that meal, but like quinoa and veggies, and peas. That's good times. Good digestion. So life is good. Do we need to live long? Just live well. Just do your best. Don't do the obvious things, smoking cigarettes and alcohol and staying up past 10 p.m., you lunatic. Oh man, and you'll be fine. Don't think it too much. Don't think it. Just thumb up the video. You could thumb it down if the secret to longevity is actually, this whole time, building a tree house next to a 5G tower. I have my doubts. The EMF radiation alone is enough to throw off your sleeping patterns by 10%. The sun agrees with me. Hello to you, Mr. Sun. Get some sunlight. That helps for longevity. Guaranteed. I'm gonna leave after you donate Bitcoin. That wind. The only reason I was facing that way was, it should have been, this was the scene that I set up. But the wind. No one cares. I'm gonna leave after you subscribe for more. But I'll see you next.